I think the whole backing him conversation is what it's going to come down to for me is I think they're going to have to lose one or two, Tottenham, to get that investment. And I actually look at, say, Liverpool as a real good way of looking at it in terms of they sold Coutinho. At the time, that hurt Liverpool fans. He was their best player, moving on to Barcelona, but they used that money wisely. I think Naby Keita came in, obviously Alisson, the goalkeeper, spent some on Van Dijk. They made a better team from one individual. Yeah. That might be Eriksen.
Explain why you think, though, that they need to sell to buy. I mean, this is a Tottenham team who, under Mauricio Pochettino, have a net spend of £29 million in the same time as City have spent 500 million, United and Chelsea have spent 300 or 400 million.
Yeah.
Why do they have to sell to buy? Why don't they just go out and say, do you know what, let's just do this now, 150 million, let's go and get a couple of players?
Look, you might not have to, Jake. I know I agree with you, but I think Tottenham have always had a structure and a way of doing things, and they like to do things within that structure. And coming out of that might feel like a panic move or a panic moment, because there are other implications of that. So, okay, you go, here's 150, 100, 200 million pounds. So you go and buy those types of players with that money. All of a sudden, you've got to break your wage structure, because if I'm going to go and spend 70, 80, 90 million on a Van Dijk or whatever it is, he's going to be wanting 200 grand a week plus. So then what happens to Dele?
Well, you have to break your wage structure anyway, don't you, to keep hold of Harry Kane and Dele Alli and Son and Eriksen if he stays. All of these players will see what everyone's earning elsewhere.
This is what, obviously, people are... That's what the clamour is about for Tottenham. Are you prepared to take that next step to go and be, one of the elite teams, within England? And I get that. But I also think there is part of me that wants to celebrate the way that Tottenham do it, which is bringing, through younger players, getting players from the lower leagues and trying to make them better and turn them from £5 million players into £100 million players. But essentially, what is key to that is Mauricio Pochettino, and you lose him, then you have to go down a different road, which essentially is going to be about spending money. So, look, the next couple of weeks are interesting, but there's no doubt in my mind, if every other team in the league loses their best three players, it's going to have an impact on you. So there's no point in just panicking all of a sudden. It's part of the process. It's been very unlucky the last couple of weeks, but they have to manage that now.
Jermaine, do you not think there will, Tottenham better than anyone? Do you not think there will come a time where Pochettino will want to win things? And because it will look at the teams, the likes of Man City, Liverpool, Man United, and they are getting backed. And listen, I think Daniel Levy's he's that kind of chairman. He's very stubborn. What he says goes. But there comes a time where he'll want to win trophies. If not, the big clubs are sniffing around him, and he'll decide to leave.
Look, number one, he wants to win trophies. That's a fact. Mauricio wants to win trophies. He wants to be a winner. He is a winner. It's in his, it's what he wants to be, and how he's transformed the mindset of the football club. Now, there is also kind of this. My personal opinion is that he's got this project side to it, and to kind of just walk away from what he has built at Tottenham Football Club and the players that he has taken from this level to the complete next level in European football. He has been a part of that journey. So just to walk away from that with nothing, I'm not 100% sure it would sit, not kindly with him, because I think from his...
Are you talking about walking away as in leaving to another club, or do you mean changing their philosophy and signing players?
It's not up to him, is it, what happens with regards to that? He's got no decision in terms of that. So I'm only talking about what's in his mind with regards to leaving the football club or staying. Obviously we all hope he stays. I'm just trying to explain that the reason that I see behind him staying is he started this process a long time ago, and it's going in the right direction. There's no doubt what is key to that is some investment, to really kick it on, and that then falls down to one man, which is Daniel, and he has got some complicated things on his desk at the minute with regards to stadiums and players and managers and so on.
I do agree with JJ, and the job that Pochettino's doing at this club is phenomenal, and the way he has bringing in a player like Dele Alli, and look how he's transformed into the player that he is at the moment. So, but you are right, and it does become a time where, but we talk about it all the time with Tottenham. Should they have spent? You know what I mean? So it's a difficult one. And as a Spurs fan, I sit here and say, I love what Pochettino done. I do want trophies eventually, but it's going to take time.
Yeah. It's just, you don't want it to be one or the other. It would be lovely to be a project with young players coming through, improving what you've got, and every now and then, go and spend a chunk of money.